Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So I obviously have a ton of explaining to do, and if you're ready to hear it, keep on watching. So I have filmed this video a few times and I just didn't feel like my message came across very clear as to where I've been or what's been going on. I just felt like I kind of rambled a bit, and the last that you guys have heard of me was me filming my Weigh In Wednesday series, which was where I was working out and I was dieting and I was sharing my weight loss goals with you guys and my weight loss progress. So I kind of fell off the face of the planet, I want to say after week 3 or 4, because a lot of things have happened in my life since. So I didn't want this video to come across too much of a Debbie Downer, but it isn't like the best of news, I guess, of things that's been going on with me. I mean, there is some good news and there's some not so good. So basically, first of all, major life change, I moved. So the room does look the same, but this is my office, my filming room, and I did move. And that's kind of a story in itself, and I'll just summarize it really quickly. I was feeling sick, I was having chest pains, I was feeling stressed out. I've had 4 different doctors tell me recently for different issues that I've been having that my body is just under a lot of stress. I personally think that I did not take the proper time to heal after my divorce 2 years ago. I think my body went into survival mode and I just have been going and going and going like a little Energizer bunny since, and I didn't really give myself the time to like process everything. I jumped straight into another relationship 6 months later, which was another huge stressor for me. It was a big mistake. I should have never done that. I should have given myself the time to process what had actually happened and to grow and learn. And right now it feels like I'm actually in that phase. Like I'm growing, I'm learning, I am really comfortable being by myself, and I'm just kind of coming into my own and realizing like, hey, I'm single. Even my ex-boyfriend that I was with after my divorce, we've been broken up for over a year. We broke up in April of last year, and so I am just kind of like learning how to, I guess, be single. And so that's one thing. So I moved and God told me to move. So I was having chest pains. I went to see a doctor because I had gone to the hospital for that. And then they said, you know, you're not having a heart attack or anything, but you need to see your doctor and make sure everything else is fine. And so when I was in the waiting room, I just started looking at apartments online, and God basically spoke to me and told me I needed to move. So my mom was like noticing that I was super depressed about it. I was just feeling upset. And she was like, you know, you don't have to move, but you probably should. Where I lived, it was a 2,500 square foot duplex. It was huge and it was a lot of money. And where I'm living now, it's a like 1,200 square foot apartment, 3-bedroom also. But it's got everything that my son and I need. It's just my son and I. So I was spending a ton of money trying to keep up with that house, and you pay more electricity, you pay, you know, more water. I was paying for yard maintenance, all of that stuff. And so since I've moved, I have found that I have a lot more time on my hands because I'm not cleaning this massive house as much. And I literally like clean maybe like 20 minutes a day here, and if I do a good deep clean it takes me like an hour and a half as opposed to like an entire day at the old place. So that has been a huge stress relief off of my back. So when God told me to move, I was pretty obedient even though I didn't want to and I was super depressed about it. And 2 days later I put a deposit down on an apartment. I didn't know, which is this place. I went and looked and found this place. I didn't know how I was going to do it. I spent my emergency fund on the deposit. A friend loaned me the money for the first month's rent, and God really just put everything back into place. I did some garage sales and I made money to get things that I needed for this place, which worked out really great. I don't know how it happened, but my emergency fund was pretty much replenished, and I moved on March 4th, I want to say, around the beginning of the month, right before spring break. And then my rent that my friend loaned me, I got the deposit back for my old place, which was the same exact amount of the first month's rent here, so I gave that right back to him. So everything was pretty much taken care of and just kind of put into my lap. And literally, I don't like to brag, but literally this month, I've only been here for over a month, I've had like a windfall of money. And I'm getting money from all different sorts of places, and you guys know I've been on a debt-free journey, and I have just been pretty intense with that the past 2 years, and I have about a little over $4 grand to become debt free. Things have happened where it's like oh, I only have 1,000 left, and then it's like, oh, 3,000, and it's like I find other debts coming into play. I may have a little bit more because I still need to do my taxes. I've had a little bit of an issue with that, and whatever I owe back, I'll have to pay back as well. So, but pretty much the windfall that I'm getting should be covering all of my debt, and I will hopefully be debt-free by the end of the summer, and I can start saving for my emergency fund, which you guys know is huge. So just to become debt-free and not have so much stress on my back is going to be just a huge stress reliever in itself. So when God tells you to do something, you should listen, right? And so yeah, I stopped filming because when I saw the doctor, they instructed me to stop working out, and I could no longer be on my diet. I mean, I could eat healthy and stuff, but the Atkins diet that I was on, I had to stop. And so, I mean, I really didn't have anything to film. I'm not working out. I'm not like able to do much. I'm still not able to do much. I'm allowed to walk at this point, so I've been walking with my dog and stuff. And I'm going to start tightening up my diet a little bit just because I've been slacking. And yeah, so that happened. And I believe that I basically had a mental and nervous breakdown, which isn't an unlikely thing, being that I've had a lot of stress in the past 2 years. I'm going to school full-time. I'm taking 6 classes each semester. You know, I work at night, and I am self-employed, so I'm running businesses and negotiations and stuff like that, and I'm a mommy, and I'm you know, a single mommy, and given his dad does pick him up, and we have a really great custody visitation set up, but still, like, those days that he's gone, I'm full on studying, or I'm cleaning, or, you know, just catching up on things around the house. So I'm kind of trying to take that time to slow down and be a little more social. Like, I'm having a game night this Thursday at my house with some friends because I don't have school on Friday. I'm trying to get out at least once on the weekends that my son is away with some friends, or just to go eat by myself something really nice, or, you know, whatever it may be, like take a bubble bath and just relax in bed and watch Netflix and just don't worry about the house. So I'm having to learn how to kind of reprogram myself, because I was diagnosed with depression recently, which sucks, and I hadn't been diagnosed with depression since I was younger. And when I was younger, the reason I would get anxiety and depression was because I was a people pleaser. I did not know how to say no or speak up for myself, and over the years that has definitely changed. I'm very, very blunt, and you will never kind of guess where you're standing with me. If you ask me, I will just tell you. So now my problem is learning how to relax. Like, if you talk to anybody around me, I'm always doing something. And so, I mean, just like with my business life, it's Scentsy, YouTube, and my DJ business, and I'm singing all day at school. So a lot of things in my body just went out. My left vocal cord became tense, so it wasn't working. So one vocal cord was like this while the other one was moving, so my voice sounded horrible. I skipped a period and then had a period for over a month. I was having chest pain. I just literally, like, my body was just kind of giving out and saying, girl, I mean, you might like what you're doing, but we don't. So I've really had to take the time to relax. I've seen a lot of doctors recently. I'm not done. I'm going to have to see somebody for my voice, but out of town. And I'm still going to see somebody for my lungs, just because they're kind of thinking I may have asthma. Because during my cardiology stress test, I've had a very hard time breathing, and I had shooting pain up my neck. But my heart was great, which was awesome news. So that is why I haven't been filming. I really had to take the time to regenerate and recuperate, and I literally had a week where I was just in bed. I didn't even go to school. I would just take my son to school and come home and go back to bed, and I've never felt that depressed. But being that I couldn't sing, I was on vocal rest, and I wasn't allowed to work out, I really had no outlet, and I was already depressed and didn't even know it. So I'm feeling a lot better, like I said. I'm feeling a little more creative. I've started singing again, despite what my doctors are saying, and my voice feels like it's improving little by little, because I feel like I should exercise it somewhat. And I should be ending the semester of school with all A's. I'm taking 5 classes this summer. Yes, 5 classes, but I should be graduating in spring of 2019. And it's just amazing to think that I started school last year. Like, it's going to be a year at the end of the summer, and I'll have knocked out 15 classes in a year. So I'm really excited about that. I just feel really accomplished, and yeah, so I'm just looking forward to the future. And so I'm going to be filming on my other channel. If you guys don't know about it, it's the Diary of a Divorcee, and I have noticed that there have been a ton of you that are new to my channel, so thank you so much for tuning in and subscribing, and I will have some new content coming up soon, I promise. Now that I'm in a new place, you definitely have things to see. I definitely have stuff to organize. I have become a minimalist way more than before. Oh my gosh, you guys, that's another video that I will make for you guys. And I have some ideas to show you guys budget decor. And on my other channel, The Diary of a Divorcee, if you haven't subscribed over there, please do. I was originally talking about divorce topics, but being that it's called The Diary of a Divorcee, and I am kind of in the phase of life where I'm really busy and I'm single, and I'm going out with friends again and just kind of getting to know myself all over, I think I'm going to start doing weekly vlogs. I found a little camera, it's somewhere in here, when I was packing up, and I was like, there it is, and I found the charger and everything, and I thought, how fun would it be to take you guys along to my gigs, to school, just during my week, like a week in a week, you know what I mean? Just something quick and fast. And yes, I got that from somebody here on YouTube because I saw that on their channel. I thought that was so cute, but obviously I'll title it something. I think it would be something just to like post up once a week for you all, and you guys can kind of get a peek into my world. So let me know what you guys think of that idea. If there's any videos you want to see on this channel, let me know. It's a whole new world for me living here. I am still sorting through stuff because I did a huge purge at my old house, and I sorted through a ton of stuff. I have a storage that I still need to sort through that too because I want to downsize the size. And so yeah, I've been sorting through my jewelry and all that good stuff as of recent because I couldn't sort through every little thing. I was like on a time restraint. I just wanted out of that old house. So anyway, I hope you guys are going to be looking forward to new videos. Again, leave your requests down below. If you're new, please subscribe. And if you guys are ready for the future, give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.